When training your mobility, you can also use stability training to improve your range of motion. This is because increased stability in a certain joint will give a sign to your brains to allow more range of motion. If there's no stability or no control in a joint, your brain will, so to speak, hit the brakes and limit the range of motion. Therefore, a combination of stability, activation exercises and mobility work is the best way to go. So, let's get into today's Mobility Monday. The first exercise of today is alternating hip lifts. We start sitting on the knee with an upright position. From here, we lift our hips alternated. You can hold your hands on your hips to feel if your hips are really moving upwards. Try not to arch the spine or lean too much backwards or sideways. Lift both hips for 10 reps, 2 sets. The next exercise is for hip mobility. We start sitting on the ground with our hands behind us. Make sure you sit in an upright position with your arms straight. From here, we bring both knees to one side. Try to get both knees on the floor. The last part of the movement is really from the hips, so try to push your hips forward to get that done. While you rotate from left to right, your feet stay on the same spot on the floor. Rotate for 10 reps left and right, 2 sets. The next exercise is for shoulder mobility and stability. As we know, stability can also improve mobility because of the improved strength and control in a certain joint. Start in a sitting position, however you are sitting comfortable. Grab an elastic cord and hold it at shoulder width apart. Move it upwards to an overhead position. Because it's shoulder width, it's kind of a narrow overhead position. From here, you pull the elastic band apart using only one scapula. By moving our arms down alternating, we also train our control, coordination and scapula stability. Pull the elastic band apart for 10 reps left and right, 3 sets. Next up is spine rotations. We start sitting again with an upright position. You can have your hands on the shoulders and your elbows pointing forward. From here, we rotate to one side, slowly with control. Rotate as far as possible before rotating towards the other side. Try not to lean backwards or round the spine. Rotate to left and right, 10 reps, 2 sets. The next exercise is child pose shoulder rotations. We start in the child pose with our head on the floor, sitting on the heels while leaning backwards, or at least try to lean backwards as far as possible for you. Your arms start in an overhead position with your arms extended. We rotate one arm backwards as narrow as possible. While rotating your arm backwards, try not to move to the side too much, but move really upwards. Try to imagine you are sitting next to a wall and you cannot touch the wall. Try to keep your head on the floor and lean backwards as much as possible. Rotate both arms for 5 reps, 2 sets. Alright, that were the exercises for this week. Remember to practice regularly, at least 2 to 3 times a week. You don't have to perform all 5 exercises at once. You can pick and choose some for every session. I hope to see you next week, guys. Bye!